I came in America last year on May 10th. Me and my family, my children, 7 children, and me and my wife.
I'm North Africa, I'm America.
But my country now is no good. Situation is very bad because of civil war. I came here to settle my life here. I was a refugee, but I want to change my life from refugee to residence.
American နိုင်ငံကိုရောက်ရောက်ချင်းစိတ်ထဲမှာတအားပေါ်ပါပြီးလွတ်တတ်သွားတယ်။အဲ့ဒါဘာကြောင့်လဲဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ကဘယ်နေ့မြန်မာပြည်စစ်ဆိုးရလက်ထဲကိုရောက်မယ်ဆိုတာကိုနေစမ်းမှာပြောလို့မရဘူးကိုယ်ကိုစိုးရိမ်နေတာအမြဲတမ်း။အဲ့တော့ဒီနိုင်ငံကိုရောက်လာတာအဲ့လိုအများကြီးစိတ်ထဲမှာပေါ်ပါသွားတယ်လွတ်လပ်သွားတယ်။နောက်တစ်ခုကလည်းရည်ရွယ်ချက်ကတော့ကလေးတွေရဲ့ရှေ့အနာဂတ်ပညာရေးနဲ့
ငလေးရမစကူလားဟမ်စကူလားကျမတို့အတွက်ကတော့အောင်မြင်ချင်တာကတော့ကျမတို့ကလေးတွေစီရီအတွက်ပညာတတ်ဖို့အတွက်ကျမတို့ကလေးတွေအတွက်အောင်မြင်ဖို့အဲ့ဒါကျမတို့အတွက်ပဲလို့
ကျွန်တော်အနေနဲ့ကလည်းခုနကကျွန်တော်မိမပြောသွားသလိုပဲကျွန်တော်မိမပြောသွားသလိုပဲရှေ့မှာကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ခုနအိမ်အောင်ကြလာပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီကလေးတွေအနာကအရှိရေးအတွက်ကိုပဲဟိုကျွန်တော်တို့လိုခုနပြောသလိုတော်ရမပဲအချိန်မကုန်မဲနဲ့ပေါ့အမေရိကန်နိုင်ငံရဲ့ပညာရေးစနစ်နဲ့အဲ့လိုမြင့်မားတဲ့အဲ့လိုလူမှုရေးစနစ်တွေနဲ့
Yeah, we came from Africa together, and sometimes she helped me to take care of my baby. Most of the time when I come from work to get enough sleep, I take the baby upstairs as you just saw.
Childcare in the States is very expensive, but we were so glad that we have a Liberian family from the same area who live right upstairs, and so we can, interact with things. They take their kids when they are busy, they bring them down, and we take ours when we are away, and they take care of them,
Sometimes if there are a lot of refugee families in one building, some of the mothers will get together and they'll kind of organize. And so one mother will watch, the children for 3 other families.
We are living here 3 years. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes not, because we have 2 jobs, just 1 day off.
Usually, just to give you an example, the first time I sit with a husband and wife, refugees, the wife kind of sits a little bit farther. The husband sits closer, the husband speaks for himself, speaks for her, and explains everything, and it seems that the wife doesn't say anything.
My husband, he's working in the airport, just part-time because he have a problem in the back, he cannot work hard.
You do the same thing after a month, the wife starts moving a little bit forward, starts saying certain things. She might be the first one who got the job. She might be the breadwinner now. That adjustment is extremely difficult for the male. Now, the wife does not only start to participate, but at times might start to dominate the conversation.
تو ایران خب بچه ها از پدرشون زیاد حساب میبرن. تو در ایران معمولا پدر سالاریه. در ایران معمولا پدر سالاریه، در اینجا بچه سالاریه. در ایران پدر اگه بگه مرشاد مثلا فلان کار نکن، بچه سعی میکنه حرفشو گوش بده. ولی در آمریکا پدر نمیتونه به بچه زیاد تاکید کنه که تو فلان کارو بکن.
When families come here, they bring a lot of strengths, and one is more of a hierarchy, and kids from most other countries are not expected to disagree with parents, to talk back to them. Here, because our culture changes so fast, we try and teach children to be independent. So often when kids will go to school, they'll learn to speak up, and then when they come home and they do that, it can be very upsetting for parents who aren't used to that. Some of the biggest adjustments are around supervision and around discipline.
Here are some of the challenges they openly tell me. You're telling me I cannot beat my children? No, because you will end up in prison and they will take your children away from you. Well, how do you expect me to discipline my children then?
A very effective means of discipline, regardless of culture, is taking away privileges such as watching TV, playing games. Spanking is something that a lot of cultures do a lot of. In the United States, it's not as common. There's a difference between spanking and abuse, and that's a concern. You know, abuse is when a mark is left, and it's done in anger, and it's done to hurt the child. Spanking is a consequence for a behavior that's clear.
My name is Nadia Ainte. I go to school in T.C. William High School. I live in Alexandria. And what else?
Thank you. And now for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
My school was very different because the new student, new school, new teachers. I was feeling scared in school. I don't have any friends. I wasn't speaking English. But now, I think I'm doing well now.
All right, let me see where you are in your workbook.
I think American kids, they have more freedom than me because their religion is okay. And like the movies or like the boyfriends, my religion is not. I can go with my friends or my best friend. If the boy, if a girl, it doesn't matter. But the boyfriend, we can't go outside. That my religion says.
Ideally, it would be nice to think that they can keep their old culture and yet learn the new culture and keep a balance, but that's ideal. In real world, what happens is a struggle between strictly keeping the old culture on one side and an adjustment or the need to change on the other side sometimes collide.
It's important for parents to try to understand their child's life, to find out about what school is like. You know, what are their challenges in school? Because sometimes they feel torn between two worlds. They really want to please their parents and they want to do well, but their peers, their friends are also really important.
Actually, I'm a person that likes to talk a lot. And whenever I came to America, I couldn't actually speak in English, so I couldn't talk. And it made me feel bad. Whenever I was trying to tell my friends what I think, that they're doing that wrong, and so I just was trying to tell them to stop, that it hurts my feelings. Every time I opened my mouth, they were making fun of me. And the only thing I can do is just go to the restroom and cry. I was crying all day long, every day. Now, I have friends and people actually think that I'm popular, but actually I'm the same person.
My advice for other refugee kids is that the one hard thing for them is to learn how to speak English, because the thing that you need is to speak, to understand your teachers, your neighbors, where you work, because they explain you everything, especially when you're in school, when you're young.
My advice to other people coming is just to be the way they are, or don't try to be friends with everybody. Just be the way you are, and some people will like you, some people won't. It's normal. It's just the way it is.
Well, we are teaching left to right sequence. They're learning how to sit still and attend to a certain activity, learning how to share. Just a lot of things going on here.
ESL, English as a Second Language, is specialized classes for students to help them learn, develop their English skills in the areas of reading, writing, speaking, and listening.
Our ESL students turn out to be some of our better students, even though there's that language barrier there.
What is that?
Bug.
Bug. What's the first thing here in bugs?
B.
Right, good.
My son came from school and I was trying to help him. And he started to pronounce the word, the way his teacher pronounced it, but not the way I pronounce it. And I said, yes, you can just go ahead. It's very hard for me to just change my tongue, but for you it's easy to do so because you are learning right here. And so you can just go ahead with what the teacher said. And
after a while, children learn English faster, obviously. They go to school. They become the leaders in the house.
Do the kids bring papers from school in English?
Они приносят на английском бумаге все?
Да.
Yeah, everything. Что ты делаешь, когда они приносят на английском бумаге? Как ты же не знаешь английский?
Я не знаю, они лучше меня уже знают, дети. Они сами понимают. Я вижу просто английском.
The child is very powerful now. She becomes an interpreter with social services, health services. Therefore, parents should always have available interpretation, and that should not be their child, which happens a lot of times. It's really destructive.
Well, in this school we have several special area teachers. We have a gym class, we have an art class, and then of course we have a music class. You know, whether you're from Laos or Vietnam or Cambodia or Bosnia, they all come here, they all understand music. They might not all be able to speak the same language, but you know, they can feel music. If you're thinking that you're just going to go to school and learn English and science and math and that's it, you're wrong. I mean, there are other things to learn and, you know, express yourself in music and come here and just have a good time.
You had style, you had class, you had everything to make a love last. You had wit, you had charm, you had me hanging off of your arm. When I found out you were a fake, You ran up and bit me like a snake. I wasn't the one who's right for you. You need a man to do your rolling like you want him to do. Oh, why you wanna be so cold? Why you wanna be so mean? You gonna let your true colors show? You're a perpetual blues machine. Oh, yeah.
I need everybody to stop. Who remembers that special hat? Zachary, do you remember that special hat one morning?
This year I have a student from Somalia. The parents, they want him to do his best in school. They want him to be happy in school. And because of their enthusiasm, Zachariah has become very confident and is becoming a very successful student.
Me and my wife, we are all involved to the school because it's the future of our children. The future of the children. The future of the children is the future for us. That's the main point for us. We came here, the main important we came here to learn school for our children. You know, some parents, they will tight for children, don't listen music, don't see the movie, don't say, but I'm not like that. They can show the film, can they listen to the music, but I'm telling them always to learn school and to make practice for the homework, and that's my attention.
Is it like 9-1-0?
There are certain things that are worth arguing over and that you have to be firm about as a parent, like no drug use. That is not allowed. But it often helps to be more flexible on hairstyle, on the kinds of clothes that kids wear. And so it's setting some limits while being flexible in other ways.
Actually, whenever I come from school, it is really important to do our homeworks because it's the most of your grades in America. You do your homework, you get a good grade. Then after I finish, of course I have two brothers, and well, they're boys, and they don't like to clean and stuff. They always mess everything up. So I gotta clean after them because my mama comes from work. And I don't really want her to be upset.
That's what we do most of the time when we have free time after school. But if we don't have free time, we do our homework. We're trying to do it every day so we can hang out with our friends, don't sit home alone, and that's it. For my mom to get used to in here, it was the hardest part because there is no people that can help her. There is nobody that she can go and talk to, especially the job. It was hard for her to find a right job for her because before she came here she didn't work, and now she took all responsibilities for herself.
Ouais.
I see Nolan's grandmother.
Why did you do to school today? Did you have a good day?
Yes.
Okay. Were you helping your teacher cooking, drawing, reading? And one thing that shook me is that I feel that going to the United States, I'm 100% secure. But when I came, I mean, the next day, I could just hear a police car, wow, 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 wow. I mean, I was like, but what is going wrong? I left the same thing behind. And so we are working on that to see how best we can leave the neighborhood and move to another neighborhood that would be, on the safe side for our children. I think by being in a better neighborhood can help them to interact with good people and gain better knowledge.
Back home, like when we talk about America, it looks just like almost like heaven, because we feel that there is no hard time in America. Like being in America, your life is fine. You face no problem. Anything you want, you get it. Anything you want, you get it. Just how we feel back home.
Is that true?
No, no.
But actually, life here is better but difficult. Life is better in the United States but difficult. You have to go under some other stress, difficulties before gaining a better one that you anticipated from the beginning. I like to play this sometimes because it's saying, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, no matter what, you will have a better chance here in the United States. You want to be happy, just keep being happy and just pray to God, work hard, you will get what you need. And so I just love playing this sometimes when I